And we're here today to demand justice for Abdul Kamal in Irvington, New Jersey.
I'm Betty Maloney. I'm representing radical women in the Freedom Socialist Party. We need to end the militarization of police. We need to call on that there will be some elected civilian police review boards in every town.
Do you actually believe that we live in a police state now?
The major problem I see with police departments in hiring relates to the wrong personality type being hired. This job, more than perhaps any other job, needs a specific personality type.
Why do you think that grand juries across the country continuously make an equal decision not to indict police officers, irrespective of what the evidence shows?
Well, it's quite a revelation. The FBI did a study that was released in 2015, just last year, and they found that police forces at almost all levels have been infiltrated to greater and lesser degrees by members of white supremacist organizations. And I'm not surprised by this at all. And it's not only police forces, we probably have that problem in the military also.
We're not paying taxes for police to murder us. They are sworn to protect and serve the community, not to murder us.
Even a sickness, if it's been known that if a child is known to have some type of mental disorder in school, he's still bad. The bad part don't fall off once we find out that we say he's whatever he is. The bad part don't fall off. It don't fall off at all. He's still that.
We have to, like Mr. Ham said, we have to create like a radical movement, you know, and let it be known that we're not just going to do this. If we're going to rally, let's rally in front of the politicians' homes. Let's go to D.C. and rally in front of the White House. And if we have to do it every day, then if that's what it takes, then that's what we're going to do. Because 25 years to see Sandra Bland, Mike Brown, Eric Garner, and all the other countless cases, I mean, it's mind-boggling. I sit in front of the television all the time, just crying in tears, and I have no more tears to shed.
And so the Abdul Kamal Foundation, we are trying to address these situations. We're trying to make these situations, people aware of these situations, you know, and give people that second place. That's why here we have all the resources. We have like a cultural center. We have so many activities, so many things they could do. Not only do they have a job, they can come here, they can look at movies, they can just hang out in the lounge. We have a studio, we can hang out in the studio, and this is all funded just by the efforts of me and my wife.
We decided after the numerous murders and marches and protests and rallies that we have participated in, both here in St. Louis and in New Jersey, that we decided we were going to be activists and to really change the narrative of what had been told about Abdul. We needed to be active in our activisms. And so we started the foundation, which is to hire those people that look like us and those young men that would represent or depict Abdul. So someone who may have, for whatever reason, unable to obtain employment here in St. Louis because of a minor criminal record or not, even people that were still in prison, they have a place to go to, that we're not going to ask any questions about what you may or may not have done and what you may or may not have been accused of. And we're going to teach you a skill surrounding home remodeling as well as general construction and other aspects of that particular profession, as well as give you weekly or have weekly life skill classes with those individuals that are in our program.
What disturbs me about the Abdul Kamal case is what disturbs me about all of these police brutality cases, and that is 90% of the time the victims of police brutality are unarmed. I mean, the Abdul Kamal case reminded me very much of the Amadou Diallo case.
There are so many things wrong with that scenario. What they did is they put Abdul in a no-win situation. It was impossible for him to stay alive with the standards that the officers had then.
And another thing, Abdul was going through this terrible back and forward with his wife. She had a restraining order that was old, and when it was beneficial for him to come to the house, or he lived there, it was fine. But when there was some disagreements or problems, the restraining order came to play.